Hi, John Richards here. You found this video because you're looking for how do I create a better life. And in this video, I'm going to go in detail on that. First of all, I want to tell you, if you're not a subscriber to my YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Make sure you click the bell on the side so you get notifications of any future videos. So let's get into it. The first thing you need to do to create a better life is you need to create a vision. And what I do is I create a vision for what my life looks like in 5 years from now. And I get very detailed. I make sure I go through every area of my life and I create a picture of what my life looks like. So my spirituality, what's it look like in 5 years? You know, my physical health, what's it look like in 5 years? Relationships, personal, job, business, all the different areas. I make sure I create a very clear picture. Clarity is power. Once I've done the 5-year vision, then what I do is I write a 1-year vision. And it's got to be in writing. You don't want to keep it in your head. So I write a 1-year vision of what my life looks like in 1 year. And that works toward my 5-year vision. You know, you want to keep it in alignment. Then what I like to do is I write a vision for 12 weeks out. I get very clear, and each time I get closer, it's more specific. Okay? So I have a 5-year vision, I have a 1-year vision, then I have a 12-week vision. And then what I like to do is I identify what are 3 outcome goals that I want to reach when I hit one of those visions. So like the 5-year visions, I have 3 outcome goals, and they're pretty general at 5 years of what my life, you know, what those 3 outcome goals, those results I want to get in 5 years. And I identify 3 goals for that. Okay? Then I go out 1 year and I do the same thing. Again, more specific, and I get very clear on that. Then I identify, and again, it works toward the 5-year vision. Okay? Then I come back to 12 weeks and I identify 3 outcome goals there. Okay? That works toward the 1 year, that works toward the 5-year. You see what I'm saying? Then the next thing I do is I identify 3 process goals that I can do daily, no more than weekly. These are what you're going to execute on. These are what you're going to take action on, okay? You know, because if you don't take action, you know, if you just have a goal and you have a vision, you don't do anything, it's just not going to happen. You know, one of the things that was left out of the law of attraction in The Secret was taking action. You can't just visualize it into existence, okay? So, you know, so once I have those process goals, those are what I take action on to reach my outcome goals. The outcome goals happens as a byproduct of you executing on your process goals, okay? Again, those are, you know, some people call them systems, some people call them process goals, but those are the actions. You can't do this without a plan. You know, you got to create the better life. If you want a better life, you've got to take action on it. First of all, you want to have the vision, then you want to have the outcome goals, then you want to have the process goals. Now, lastly, you make sure you time block these into your calendar. Now, I do this on Sunday evening. So I sit down and I identify what are those things that I need to do this week, those process goals. And it's usually, so if I have 3 outcome goals for the next 12 weeks, that means I have 3 process goals or 9 total process goals that I block into my calendar. How do I come up with those process goals? I use something called the focusing question that I got from The One Thing, which is an incredible book written by Gary Keller and Jay Papasan. And I identify those 3 process goals by saying, what's the one thing I can do such that by doing it, everything else is easier or unnecessary? That identifies what my lead domino is, and I write that down. Okay, and then if I give myself the right, if I complete that, I ask myself the question again, what's the one thing I can do such that by doing it, everything else is easier or unnecessary? And I write that down. And I do it a 3rd time. I try to identify at least 3 process goals, no more than 3. There's something called channel capacity where your mind can't hold more than 3 things at a time. So you don't want to have 5 and 10 and 15 goals and all that stuff, because that's why, you know, yeah, people achieve stuff that way, but it's like throwing mud on a wall, you know? So you want to really, if you want to create a better life and really create the life you want, you need to get really clear on what you want, okay? And then you block those in your calendar. Now, is that all I do? No. Then I do what I call gap scheduling. I schedule everything else. Now here's the secret. You want to do these things in the first 4 hours of your day. So what I do is I use 90-minute blocks, okay? So I have a block at 6 to 7:30 where I do my first work block. Then when I go to the gym, I get back. I do one from 10:30 till 12, which is my second work block. Then I do one from 12:30 till 2, which is my third work block, which I do about 4.5 hours. That is where I put all my process goals, okay? Then in the afternoons, when I talk to people in my group, or I do some coaching calls, or I do some self-training. You know, and if you do this, I mean, first of all, it's not hard, okay? You know, why most people don't reach success is because they can't deal with the monotony of success. It's doing the same things over and over every day. Like I go to the gym 6 days a week. Now, is there some days I don't want to? Yeah, today's one. I got to go after I record these videos to the gym. But I know if I do that consistently, I'll reach my outcome. You see what I'm saying? So that's what you need to do. Sit down and write out a vision, a clear picture of what you want your life to look like in 5 years in all areas, okay? Then come back to 1 year and work in alignment with the 5 year. What's that vision look like? Like right now, I'm working on my vision. I'm trying to reach my vision of 12, 31, 17, right? And then I have my outcome goals for the 5 year, my outcome goals for the 1 year, and the outcome goals for the 12 year. And then I identify what's the process goals, the things that I'm going to take action on daily, no more than weekly. You don't want something I'm going to do once a month or every 2 weeks. And then I block that into my calendar, and then that's how you create a better life, guys. Now, if you like what I shared here, make sure you do me a major favor and give me a thumbs up and comment. Tell me how you're creating a better life. If you have any questions on how to create a better life, and make sure you share this if anybody else can use it. And also, if you like what I'm sharing here, make sure you just click the link in the description. Having trouble talking today. Link in the description, and I'll take you over to my email list. You'll get on my private email list, and I'll make sure you get any future videos I have and any great information that I can share with you. Hope you go out and have an awesome day today, guys. Thank you.